Alright boys, back for more VOD reviews. Gonna get into game one here. Just talk a little bit of the importance again of having better champion pools as well. As you guys know, we won both game on blue sides and they won the game on blue side, which was, I was talking to someone after the game, it's really surprising because red side gets the counter pick twice at least. Um, Last pick of phase one as well as the final pick in the draft. And blue side won all three games tonight. But having a good champion to flex like Galio, we can add Vladimir to our roster. We can try some unique kind of stuff like Clutch and other teams have done, like Aurelia Bottom. Um, there's a there's a ton of different champions that we could be using as a flex. So it just helps us with our drafting overall. As you can see, since we're on this side, we got the counter um, their main part of their um, bottom lane, which is a support. So that's what always sets the tempo of the lane. So as we've talked about before, Karma into Morgana is incredibly strong for the Karma. All you have to do is dodge the binding and you absolutely dumpster the matchup. And then it just comes down to the positioning of our AD carry, which Peridian did a good job of tonight. So just gonna fly through and talk about some few things. The, we're gonna start working on the actual lane strategy or level one strategies that I had posted this week coming up in the scrims. So that's why we didn't do anything past the um, standard 5 point tonight, because I wanted us to honestly just focus on what we were comfortable with and not throw you guys like a big curveball um, to start off the match with or anything along those lines. So just so I'm pretty sure you're aware, your empowered Q or empowered spells on Karma last for 8 seconds. So yeah, you can cast it and hold on to it, like to kind of bait out stuff, and then just go ham. Like you guys already have control based on hit points in this lane. The Morgana's already drank a potion of hers, so. Just fly through like usual until we get to the first key point of the game. Stun, you did a good job of keeping up in farm in this lane. It's not the easiest lane in the world, but you generally have a hard time dying versus her, but you did a really good job. This is something I talked about like a VOD or two ago. I think it might have been one VOD ago. All this communication needs to be is I'm coming to gank. Has Aatrox warded yet? And he warded earlier in the game and it expired already. So the reason why this is not just a walk through lane and gank is because of this is level 4 for Alex, and it just you'll be level 4 versus 3 and it just makes this gank 20 times easier. You just got to be a little more patient, both of you, because he doesn't have a ward, and worst case scenario, if he comes into this bush to check, like while you're taking care of this wave, then we get tons of free damage where we chunk them to half at least, and we don't miss out on any of this farm. But as we played it, we're just being really impatient with everything. So let's see. Let's actually pause it. There is 3 melee and 8. There's 11 creeps here, and we're doing this fight beforehand. So no matter what, Alex is starting the fight off, and he's tanking 11 creeps though. So it also sets off the timing, like I told you in one of the last VODs as well, is we want Central to be able to start it off, because if he hits his snare first, especially here, let's actually go back to the beginning of this. So if you would have waited, because he's hugging the wall side too. I guess well, what I was suggesting is if he stays on this side, it's easy for him to hit the snare first, and then you combo it, so you're stacking the CC like I tell you guys. This is exactly what I told you guys not to do the other day, is just walk the lane and immediately start the gank. Um, I don't think we've seen him in a while, first of all, but more importantly, this is level 4 easily for Alex. We just need to let him clear this out, and as he's on like the last few, this guy keeps pushing. So he's already shown it on the first two waves. He's just pushing. So he's going to start pushing, and then that's when we can have Central. Depending on this guy's mannerisms, you can just actually walk around. Because remember, the wards go down around 120, so they expire at 250. So they're gone already. No matter what, he doesn't have a ward. Um, if he warded appropriately, like they do every game. So you guys really need to take that into consideration. And you still got tons of damage on them, but the whole point was like the amount of creeps that we could have missed out on if they just went past the aggro line and just decided to walk through to the turret. We could have lost all that. You could have just been a little more patient, but also look at the time, the 250. So you could have done the flank. And again, when you're doing a flank like this, where you're walking into vision of their turret, you just look and see where the minion wave is on our side, and it's mirrored. So this would have been just a lot simpler for you. Bottom already has complete control of that lane, everything. And then this was a good job by you, Central, though. Knowing that we now have, we at any moment we could basically just take priority because of the hit point disparity. You're going in here to counter jungle as well as harass him some more. It was really good. So you're forcing him out of the lane already. We have complete control now of 2 lanes. And this, I was mistaken earlier. We don't have the item advantage yet, but the hit point advantage. There's no way in hell Jarvan should be coming for this. We're at like 70% hit points here and 100% here, and these guys literally have a combined 460 hit points, and we don't have ignite, okay, but we still have both flashes and the summon reel. This is suicide by him right here. No matter what, we're getting 2 for 2 in this. There's no way that we don't get 2 for 2 at the very least. I would honestly assume 2 for 1 in our favor no matter what. This is a really good decision by you guys to just go too. Like, you already see him, but you know these two fucked up already really bad, and you can punish this big time. So really good job just giving Peridian the speed up. Do we have a ward? Peridian has a ward. Good job dropping it. You get snared, but because of everything we already talked about, like the difference, it's so massive. Like, we just roll them. And then as soon as you get the shield back, it's just game over for this Jarvan too. You guys played this really well. But they should have never tried this. So if we're ever in a reverse situation like this, just call off Central and tell them do not gank. We're up 3-0. We're up 2.1k now because of this. But good job. And now we got control in bottom lane, which is even better for us because Infernal's up, which is something that he should have, all 3 of those guys should have taken in consideration before him basically throwing the lane down there completely in our favor, even though we had priority already. Remember, when you get in this situation like this, Don, where it's clearly pushing to his side, especially when you're low mana, just go, hey Central, can you come here and help me reset this lane? So he can come help push your lane, and then you can go back to base and buy. You have 1300. So by the time you got done pushing that wave, then you could um, just go back to base. Luckily, he pushed it back with his paddle star. But if it ever gets to a point where they try to freeze on you like that, it was a really good job, Alex. Let's actually look at just one thing here. Just want to see the timing of when you actually see Jarvan. So right here. Okay. Your map awareness was good there. Your ult was great. So, obviously, Central's in the base right now, so we can't do any like counter jungling or anything along those lines. But we also, I'm pretty sure we go and do the dragon pretty shortly after this. And I'm fairly certain your guys' communication was really strong. He said something along the lines of, I'm going to do red buff and then go to dragon. And this is the item disparity that I was talking about. You guys are way ahead right now. Like, absolutely insane. You have Frostfang and extra tankiness, plus all your potions and wards and such. Um, and you guys now know too, like the timing of how you did this was great because you just saw Jarvan top, so you know you can be aggressive. So this is a good job by you guys. Anytime you're gonna drop a pink like this and you know you have priority, go into the bush first before you put the pink. Because if they're not doing what you guys should be doing too when they get to lane, you should always be selecting your opponent to find out what items they have. If they're not keeping track of that and you go in here, clear this first, and then drop the pink, they won't know there's a pink there to kind of tell the jungler. They may just think it's going to be a regular yellow trinket. Yeah, this is where we have 2 pinks already in the river for dragon, which is nice. So we can just set up a dive and go make dragon happen. Yeah, I don't think you needed a cocoon there at all. You saw the black shield, but I mean, it didn't matter. You just got to make sure you're the one taking that turret aggro first, so that we can follow up. But well played by you guys, regardless. Just since the black shield was up, you could just literally start with, because I don't think the black shield from the cocoon takes any of the shield off, does it? It just it negates the spell. Let's see if I'm wrong here. Yeah, it just looks like it ate the shield, so. Regardless, this is a really good dive by you guys. This is the kind of stuff we should be doing more often when we have priority, whether it's top lane or in the bot lane. And we need to work on getting you out of lane, Dawn, when we have better matchup for you. Obviously, the lane you're in right now, until you're level 6, you're kind of just stuck in there to make sure that um, your CS is on par as much as you can. So this was a really good dive. And again, since you're passive for Galio and you're throwing Q like that, um, it's pushing nonstop. So now that bottom lane has a big advantage too, you should be positioning this side in case they need you. I know your ult range is probably, from where you're standing right now, it's probably just a little bit short of them. So if you're on the right hand side, you could ult to them without having to hesitate, is the point. But everything's going great. We'll look at it at 10 minutes. But we already have almost a 4K lead at 9 minutes, which is just remarkable. And there's never anything wrong in going back early like this, especially when it's a champion like Zoe. She can wave clear decently fast, but she can't really get more than one plate by the time that you get back. And this is what I was referring to in the comms as well, of you guys doing a good job of whomever may have caught it, whether it was Peridian or Central, it doesn't matter, of knowing that the buff timer was here and you guys going to punish the Jarvan even more. This is the kind of shit you guys should be doing all the time when we have priority in the bot lane or in mid lane. Is just punishing the enemy jungler, especially when we're on like an assassin jungler, like the Elise. Yeah, they're crazy for only putting 1 point in shield. But not the BM. I really think that this was the weak point of their team. This is a really good job by you, Mystic, and following up Peridian. Beautiful. Central knows where Jarvan's at now. I wanted to see this, but I got stuck down here during the game. Did he walk away? He just randomly walked away. Wow. Because I was watching it on the minimap that you were just going to get a kill. Huh. Interesting. This is another good job by you. The only thing, I don't know what, since I didn't hear the comms. Okay, Dawn is moving. That's right. That was very good by you guys. Good reaction from Dawn as well. This cocoon was so good too. Watch how close this shit was. Oof. That was such a good prediction. But really good job, everyone just responding to help out. Watch this fucking prediction, it's so close. Like, how is that missing? Oh, it's so close. It's like his leg is lifted and damn, it was close, but it was still a really good job by you guys. Because now we can go right back into maintaining our vision control if we have any. We don't have any regular wards, we only have pinks, which is fine. But I'm pretty sure that you go back in and get this red buff. And I look at the time, 12 minutes, and we got Mystic up here as well. We got the flash out of Zoe, which unfortunately doesn't matter as much for some champions because she just picks up fucking flashes. But we got Herald there because we got mid lane priority back because Mystic roamed up here like you guys probably communicated. And then this is a sweet blind kill right here by Central. They just cleared our ward and took it to him. I wanted to go and check something actually here.
Let me show you what it is to fall. I am your darkness. I am your truth.
Okay, so I just wanted to look at CS at 10 in this game. So we are even everywhere except for, or I'm sorry, not even everywhere, my apologies. We're even mid lane and we're winning in every other role by at least 10 it looks like. So you guys are on pace really well versus this team. My point of bringing up the CS is the professional level of farm is their like goal is 10 CS per minute. So it's 10 minutes, you should have 100 CS minus some from because we have been fighting, so you're obviously not going to have it. So the goal that we should be having is around 8. 8 per minute, so we're a little bit off that, except for Alex in this case is on it, but you guys are really close to it as well. So, but we're still missing CS is the point I'm trying to get to, and it adds up. If it's a really close game and you just get your back timing is a little better because you have better um, CS score, then you can buy your BF faster, all that shit. It's really important. That's why it's really important that we take the trades at the correct time as well. Um, because if we're missing CS and not taking trades that actually will impact the game, then or impact it in a negative way for us, then we don't need to be taking those trades. Is my point.
Alright, put your back into it.
So Central just got that nice kill on the Jarvan at his red buff, and then this is great. He knows that Aatrox doesn't have ult, so he's coming right up here on the guy's recall. This is something I showed you guys in my video. I think this is a little different. I thought he was coming back from base, but you guys saw a vision of him somewhere. You knew that he was there, so you go punish him because he doesn't have his ult. This is fantastic job by you two. Really well communicated and everything. So now, no matter what, again, we have control over the top for even longer. He has teleport, but this is why we get Herald. We're getting the first turret before 14 minutes. That is fucking amazing. We almost had the bottom turret too from the bottom lane. You can see there's only one plate there. But the tempo that we set this game was phenomenal. You can see they're trying to reestablish vision, which is the only thing they really can do at this point, so they can try to make a play. But we have such a nice lead. We do have pretty decent vision control on the bottom side of the map. I don't know why we didn't kill this ward there, though. Once you hit it once, they gain vision again temporarily. So you need to either not hit it at all whenever it's blocked by the thing, or just clear it the whole way. I don't clear it until the objective's gone is the best thing. And this is a man known as champion. He did the empowered W there, so you can see he gained life. That's because he did the empowered W. It was a good job by Mystic. Still died, but we got the kill on Jarvan. And we're basically just looking to clean up all 3 kills here. I'm pretty sure we get 2 of them. I don't remember if we get all of them or not. Oh yeah, this Peridian, my boy, learning from the literally one of the first VODs I did for you guys. I think it was one of the first VODs. He immediately attacks the turret because he's a smart man. Look at that. He uses his ult to reset the turret ag or everything. That was really, really smart. And then you go get 2 kills because you're a beast. Good job. And then I believe you both get out from that too. But we're getting close to... Oh, that's right, you trade, but it was a good job still. Alex gets a 1v1 kill because Central and you did a good job of getting you a lead, and now you're just punishing the guy. You already have Tabbies and Sunfire finished. That guy is absolutely screwed. Plus you got a share in all those plates, all 5 plates on the top turret. Look at this shit, guys. 16 minutes, literally 1 second between 16 minutes, and we have a 9k lead. This is what good macro play is. This is what good communication is, teamwork, all this shit. This is what we can do versus pretty much, I'm assuming, all these teams in the league that we're in. I know that they may be similar in skill level, but you guys have already shown that like your willingness to learn like how to team play properly and everything like that is by by far and above. It's even better than, like I was saying, like some of the Diamond Plus, like Diamond 3 Plus teams that I've coached before. Some people are just stubborn and they don't want to learn. They want to be on a team, but they don't want to learn. This is, I don't know if it's this one or it's soon, is one of the few mistakes we made as a team this game. Really good reaction. Dawn ulting right away. This is something we talked about with Mystic, is not hesitating with the Galio ult. Galio ults are never going to be perfect. That's why it's best to not hesitate. So right here in this moment, after I'll take it back just a minute, because this is our biggest mistake the whole game, and it's not this fight. So immediately right here, as soon as we dot this bubble doesn't hit us, you guys did such a good job. I'm pretty sure Alex did this in prepping this wave. We should immediately just turn to top lane because we know that Sivir's going to stay there to push out mid lane, and even if Zoe comes, we can definitely get this turret with just um, Zoe instead of this. But we, more importantly, you guys prepped this wave and it's at that turret already. We could have just simply rotated the top and took that turret right away. Peridian took 2 turret shots there, and then we basically just let the Zoe like have free reign. If you guys would have just like backed out and just took a loop up towards top, there's no, she would have to take the long way around and everything. You guys would have got that turret for free. So the best 2 choices was the go rotate top or just reset at this point because we don't have a minion wave and it's perfectly fine. You guys can go try to deny if there was any camps in the jungle, which it doesn't look like. It looks like you guys already did that to them, so it's okay just to reset sometimes. Like Scuttle is probably the best thing if we're gonna reset is just go do Scuttle and then reset. But we end up giving back like 3 kills here, I believe, because we really wanted this turret. This is the kind of stuff though that um, like this can honestly turn the game around. That was. Let's go back and look. Did you have any bounty on you? You did not have a bounty on you. Luckily, you died. I guess you were 4-0 and then you died. But this is the kind of stuff you get any kind of spike in gold. Like that's why it's perfectly fine to reset. You guys are you guys should know you're this far ahead. Coming back to this turret is just going to be easy. Like there's nothing you guys need to do. The only thing that this team does have, and this is something I need you guys to talk about and be aware of, is they have really good wave clear with Sivir and Zoe. So pushing waves and then rotating is easier to get turrets against those teams that do have really good wave clear, because they're going to leave someone there no matter what to get that wave. So that's why wave prep, like Alex did in the top lane, or whomever, if someone else did it, I don't care. Whoever did it did a really good job. Um, Central just beasting on them. It's really important. So if they have really insanely strong wave clear, or say they have like anti-siege with Caitlyn, it's the same thing. You shove the wave, but you already have another wave prepped, and then you just go rotate to that wave. Because at most they'll have one person in the other lane, and you can rotate 4 people up there and leave one person in the same lane. If you're like, say it's a really close game, the one person in the middle, especially if we have a global like Dawn has, like a half map global. Um, but it just makes um, your risk and reward a lot simpler. You did not need to flash here, by the way, because you should just know that he doesn't have flash and the other 2 guys are surrounding her. It was still a good play nonetheless, but you didn't have to flash. That's why you guys need to really communicate. Um, Ping when the people use their flashes, basically, and then when there's a minute left, then type it into the chat. Say, like, whatever the time is. So she looks like she still has 2.5 minutes left on there, so you guys should just be aware of those certain things so you don't use your summoners if you don't have to, because even if you say she did have flash and she left this way because of the damage and everything you guys just did on this, like that turret's going to go down no matter what for you guys. But just try to do I can't see your in-game comms obviously either, so just try to think more about doing um, timing summoners. So top wave is pushing towards them as well. We could be rotating the top as well, because that looks like that wave is shoving towards us. Bottom is also shoving towards, or towards their base, I mean. So, yep, good job Peridian. Good job Mystic getting vision. You two getting vision control. This is good. Alex up there too, good. So now at this point, like, we obviously can start just baiting them to come to Baron. especially with the supers. So it is honestly best right now um, that you guys go reset first because of look how much gold you have in your pockets. A, it'll help you finish the objective a lot faster, and B, we can replenish our pink wards because we only have one left in our inventory, and I believe we only have one on the map. Two. Oh, we'd like doing that double pink ward shit again. Nice. But let the team know if you have more than basically anytime you have more than I think it's 1600, you need to be looking to go back to base. Most of the big parts of items are 1300, and then you could also um, buy wards and maybe a piece to it, the next item as well. So good, you guys reset, and we're sending Dawn down, which is good. You guys communicated he has TP because Alex does not right now. And Dawn's taking care of the wave management, so they have to put someone down there basically, or they're just going to lose out if they decide not to if they decide to really try to defend Baron. Which at this point in the game they have to give up Baron because they're just screwed. So this is a really good job by you guys taking care of the wave management and everything first, and then uh, going for the objective. So now at this point too, the best thing for you, Dawn, since you do have the ultimate, is to basically grab these once we talk about being balanced and parallel to each other. Once these guys are up there, you should actually rotate middle and empower these minions and basically shove them up the mid lane faster at them because then you can just immediately rotate to this because someone has to come back to here too. And if they start fighting, your ult will just take you right to them. So what you're doing is still not bad at all, but this will just ensure that your TP can be late, which it's never 100% to be on time with TPs, but since you have your ultimate with Galio, if you're here just shoving, like empowering these minions basically, they'll never be able to rotate over to this because also like we talk about being balanced, this turret is already gone. So if Aatrox leaves, then you're gonna be forced to make a TP play if they just collapse basically on us this way. So this is where the balance is. There's no tier 2 up there, so empowering these minions is just safer for the team, and it's a lot more annoying for them because you can empower this all the way up to here and then just rotate to the guys. And this is exactly what I'm talking about being balanced, but luckily you're just way stronger. And I was actually wondering why you flashed in this moment because J4 has no mana after he does his full combo. Like once he ults, I guess he had more mana than I thought, so you're fine. But now that they did that, they just automatically sack the inhibitor and turret because now they're unbalanced, and we have super empowered minions. We have a huge lead, everything like that. And now you guys do a good job of rotating, and now this is where it should just become easy. Um, I want to say we get this for my memory, but then we do some kind of stupid shit, and instead of just resetting right away and going. So everything's fine still right here. So immediately you guys should be rotating to empower these minions though. Okay. So also the timer of this stuff too. This is coming up. I'm fairly certain is very soon. So no matter what, you guys have cracked their entire base. You have a giant lead. There's nothing wrong with resetting right now. I know the only reason why it's okay to still stay is you guys have all your ultimates, but you guys really need to take it slow until your minions get to them, so they're completely overwhelmed. So we're pressing forward too much. Now we need someone to go grab these ones and empower these minions. We just need to keep overwhelming them. And if you also look here in the, this is a good point too. If you look here on the mini map, this inhibitor's coming up. This is telling you right here, there's no more supers. So we should just be chilling out, backing up, and just getting this on spawn. But we're way too far. We're taking way too much damage already just trying to get this turret because we know we're strong, way stronger than them. But sometimes, like I said, you just have to chill out. We're using our alts in really funny ways. We're just like trying to KDA like stat buff. Radiant takes 3 turret shots, dies. Like, this is just put yourself in a situation where the game is a lot closer. Like, there's no way you should be up here doing this, especially looking at your waves that there's no supers here and anything. And we got supers here, supers here. Just let this shit overwhelm them. So they get 4 kills because we fucked up. And that's all. I'm not gonna go back, but it was a ton of gold. There was there was at least 2 shutdowns in there. We still have an 11k lead, obviously, and you guys just go end the game, but it's still slow down. You don't have to try and force stuff when it's not the best decision. Just look at your mini map and make decisions. See, now we're letting all the minions are just overwhelming them, and now this is easy on us. We don't have to even fucking make a decision. They have to basically full on engage on us when we're just completely stronger than them. Your timing of your ult could be quicker though, Peridian. If you ult like as soon as he's EQing basically. Whoops, I went back too far. It's just, it'll prevent you getting popped up or anything. So as soon as you see that flag come out is when you should be um, ulting basically. And and the biggest part of it is it delays his ultimate on you too because he can't target you. So right there, as soon as you see that, basically, the flag is right in front of you. I know it can't pop you up, but since you are, I know Central is a carry in this game too. You should just ult as soon as he's towards like halfway, like just immediately ult right now. Because again, if this is a closer game and he gets onto you, if he's building warrior, which he built tank in this game, you could die, and then the fight can turn. Good job by Alex though, peeling back there, slamming him on his own wall. But now the game's over. So we did like so many good things in this game, but we still had 2 really big mistakes that if the game was closer, we could really throw. So I just want you guys to, I tell you to not get excited and everything like that. That goes the whole, we can get excited in between games and then when the series is over, but stay calm, keep thinking of how we can, I literally want us, like 28-12 is now the mark for us. I don't remember, I don't think the last game, I don't think we ended it as quickly as this game. It was pretty close, but I don't think it was 28-12. I might be wrong. So 28-12 is now our marker. So we want to try to beat that marker by, and how we're going to do that is making less mistakes, making even better macro decisions, resetting the appropriate times, everything like that. Um, so 28-12 is a great marker though. So this is nothing to be sad about. This is a really good game. We just had 2 really big um, decisions that could cost us big time if it was a closer game. So we're gonna go over the second game now, which is the struggle bus.